The first widespread use of mRNA technology in vaccines occurred during the COVID-19 pandemic, although research into mRNA vaccination had begun with the discovery of mRNA in the early 1960s. The success of messenger RNA technology opened new possibilities in the development of novel treatments and vaccines, whilst the COVID pandemic proved that rapid progress in vaccine development could be made with the collaboration of researchers with a single purpose. It is now hoped that mRNA research can extend to diseases which, until now, have been challenging to treat. Messenger RNA is a type of single-stranded RNA, or nucleic acid, which is involved in protein synthesis. The role of mRNA is to carry a copy of the DNA sequence of a specific gene in a cell's nucleus to the cell's cytoplasm, or watery interior. Inside the cytoplasm, messenger RNA uses the instructions it carries to assemble amino acids in the correct order to make a specific protein. mRNA vaccines have several advantages over other types of vaccines, mainly because, unlike some other vaccines, mRNA does not integrate into the genome, meaning that there are no risks of infection or genetic changes to cells. Messenger RNA vaccines, for example, the Moderna and Pfizer-BioNTech COVID vaccines, supply mRNA to the body to instruct cells to become their own vaccine manufacturing plants so they can recognize invading viruses. Other vaccines introduce dead or inactive parts of a virus into the body to teach it to fight against the virus. Another advantage is that mRNA vaccines are adaptable, so they can manage viral mutations as they occur. In addition, mRNA vaccines are quicker to design and produce than other forms of vaccines, usually taking weeks, not months or years. This large scale of production of mRNA vaccines can be achieved because production is cell-based. This contrasts with vaccines like the influenza vaccine, which take much longer because they must be grown inside fertilized chicken eggs obtained from sterile laying facilities. mRNA technology holds tremendous promise for the treatment of genetic diseases, as mRNA vaccines aim to improve the body's recognition of very specific neoantigens that cancer cells produce. If the immune system can recognize the neoantigens better, they will potentially attack the cancer cells and eliminate them. Chronic diseases such as HIV, hepatitis B, and herpes may also be able to be treated with mRNA technology. Generally, these viruses stay in the body after infecting it, unless they are eliminated by the immune system. In the same way that vaccines may be able to train the immune system to eliminate cancer cells, they might also recognize and eliminate chronically infected cells. Clinical trials for the use of mRNA vaccines in cancer treatment, in particular for melanoma, happened in the 1990s. By 2022, a number of clinical trials are ongoing for the treatment of melanoma, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, leukemia, and glioblastoma, with some promising outcomes having been reported. In addition, Moderna announced promising results with its Phase 1 trial using mRNA to treat solid tumors and lymphoma in 2021. Despite the benefits of mRNA vaccines, there are still risks and unknowns with the technology. mRNA vaccines are not as stable at high temperatures, making packaging and distribution difficult, as the vaccines must be transported and stored in an uninterrupted cold chain process, which can be problematic in poor rural areas or tropical countries with unreliable refrigeration. In addition, the shelf life of mRNA vaccines of up to 6 months is much less than that of traditional vaccines, whose shelf life varies between 1 and 3 years. Another disadvantage of mRNA vaccines is that they can require several booster injections to maintain immunity, whereas some traditional vaccines provide lifelong or years-long immunity. Despite the tremendous potential of mRNA technology, it's important to remember that this field is still in its early stages. As scientists continue to explore and refine the technology, there is the potential for many more breakthroughs and advancements in the years to come. The future of medicine may well include new mRNA-based vaccines against diseases and conditions that are currently untreatable.